What's up, y'all? It's Quan again. Um, this time I would like to talk about grandmothers. I feel like we need more grandmothers in the world. And I ain't talking about like the 34-year-old grandmother. Nothing wrong with y'all. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a 34-year-old grandmother. Because I know some of y'all get y'all hustle and y'all grind on. And I appreciate you for that. I really do. But I'm talking about Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the 70-year-old grandmother. Because I bet you 9 times out of 10 that if we had more big mamas, more grandmamas in the world, wouldn't be much cutting up like we do. You feel me? Like, I feel like if we had more big mamas, there'd be more tail whoopings, and everybody would act straighter. You feel me? I already know. When I have kids, you best believe they're gonna get their tail whooped because I know that 9 times out of 10 they're gonna take after me, and I know sometimes I can get real buck wild, and you know what? Sometimes I look back at myself, I'll be like, you know, daggone well, if your grandmama was still living, you wouldn't have did that. So yeah, so I think grandmothers are needed. And I ain't talking about the grandmother who just spoiled the grandkids and baking cookies. No, I'm talking about that old-fashioned grandmama. Every time you go in and out the house, you get an ass whooping for it. Excuse my language. But yeah, I cuss. But anyways, um, yeah, because like with my grandmother, let me explain something to y'all. With my grandmother, felt like I needed a tail whooping. She gave it to me. Um, I remember one day, um, I had said something real disrespectful to her. Real disrespectful. I don't remember what exactly I said. I just remember I said something real disrespectful to her. And she went in on my tail. I mean, in on it. And you know what? Naturally, as a kid, I'm going to try to get away. So I was flopping and doing, trying to move, trying to get away. And then guess what? My mama come up and she grabbed my other hand and she go in on my tail. So I was getting two beatings at the same time. Why? Because I was real disrespectful. Some of y'all boys that you with your little clique, you with your little crew, and you see that old woman walking across the street, and you see her drop her groceries, and you got the nerve to sit there and laugh about it? Like it's a joke? Like it's a game? Nah, see, it don't work like that. See, when I see that old woman, she's struggling with her groceries, and she dropped them and whatnot. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set my bags to the side, and I'm gonna go over there and help that old woman. But see, some of y'all weren't built that way. Some of y'all grew up thinking it's okay to disrespect your elders just because they old. Let me tell y'all something though. It's them old people that made this world. Back in like caveman times, the old people, they were considered like the highest ranking. Everybody in the daggone village, in the daggone cave, went to them just so they could spit some knowledge. Cause like back in them caveman times, they was only expected to live till they were like 30. When a person made it to like 50, 60, they was, like rank leader of it. But y'all look at these old people and you just want to crack on them and you want to joke on them. But really ain't nothing to joke about. You should go over there and talk to that old person. Because I bet you 9 times out of 10 that old person been through some things. I mean, been through some things. Like, I bet you, let me give you an example. I remember one time I saw this old dude, right? And he lived in my old neighborhood. And one day I just decided to have a simple conversation with him. just a regular old conversation with him. You know, it turns out he was a World War vet. He was there when Martin Luther King was walking. He was there. He was throughout history. You feel me? Like, he done been through some history. He won't, like, famous for it, but he done been through history. And you know what? At the same token, that old saying, brains over bronze, or brains over muscle, whatever, it's true. Cause see, I could beat you right now. I could just come up and knock you smooth out. But if you smart from the temple, and you real smart, and you real book smart, you could set me up in a situation where my muscle won't be useful, and I'll break apart. And they say the reason why a whole lot of smaller dudes can win a fight against a bigger dude is because he's faster and this and that. It also because that big dude rely on his strength. He rely on his size. Some of y'all just rely on you. You rely on what you feel like you can do. No, we can't go about doing it like that. We gotta try to start thinking from the temple. Because when we start thinking from the temple and we use what we have, we can be unstoppable. And that's why you know what? I just graduated high school. Just graduated. Didn't think I was gonna make it either. Cause for all my life, I was told I was a big dummy. The only one who believed in me was my grandmama, and she died last year. God bless her soul. I miss her to death. And everybody told me, you ain't gonna do nothing but sell drugs, go to jail, and die. And maybe have a kid or two. I wasn't even supposed to graduate this year. But because I started thinking from the temple, and I put everything I have in it, I got to walk my class. So yeah, that's my, excuse me, that's my little rant, my little session. I hope some of y'all heed my advice.